What's going on, guys? I'm here with one of our clients, Paulo, who just closed a 10K retainer. What's going on, man? How are you?
How you doing, Eric? Good, good. How are you?
Dude, I'm very well. I guess for anybody who maybe doesn't know you, do you mind just giving us a little bit of background on yourself and kind of what you do and how you got started here in the kind of the video world?
Yeah, sure. So I am the founder and owner of Airwood Creative, which basically just came from me being a one-man band kind of video production guy. I shoot, edit, direct, do kind of everything. And so I wanted to just kind of create something for myself that had like a brand name and all that kind of stuff. And my journey so far has just been kind of like gig work here and there, either editing a little short video here or shooting another video there. And I wanted to kind of just take everything to the next level. And I would be seeing master filmmaker stuff over and over again on Instagram
We're
and
just
stuff and
harassing you on social media.
harassing me. No, I mean, that's how it works. You're just knocking on the door, knocking on
Yeah.
the One day I opened it and spoke with you guys. And I think it was just like a right time for me and where I'm at in my career that I wanted to take the next step. And yeah, so I went and started following your program and started following what you guys teach. And where I was at, to be honest with you, I was a little skeptical just because I didn't have a big track record when it came to
Sure.
like clients. Because, like I said, it would be like here and there, and then I wouldn't see the
Yep.
person again. So I did
A
have
lot of
one
one-offs, it
client,
sounds like.
a lot of one-offs, yeah. And
Yeah.
then also I worked on sets and stuff too, so I PA'd a lot and stuff. So, stuff that I kind of produced wasn't a ton. But I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do what these guys are saying, and I followed, some of the protocols you guys had, and I used it on one client that I
Nice little
have had.
reactivation 10K retainer, dude. Good way to get
That's
you
it.
started.
Yeah.
I
No, it was
love it.
great. It was a great way to start the program because I feel like I've been over a little over a month now, and
Yeah.
so it was definitely a good put some wind in my sails for
It's
sure.
nice to have that traction, right? Because that's like, is this
Yeah.
is this the first time you've ever done a retainer model?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. I love it. How does it feel to have like be like, dude, I got a retainer now? Like how does that do you feel like it's different? Like how does it feel to have more of like a structure like that now?
It feels more legit, to be honest. It feels more
Yeah.
legit. It feels like because like with this specific client, I it was a little bit easier because I had a proven track record of like working hard for not that much money. So I
Yep.
was like working at like an hourly rate and all that kind of stuff, and we'd pick up projects here and there. And this just felt like I was just becoming more professional.
Yeah.
So I had, my offerings, I had it broken up and everything like that. So it just made everything more professional. And yes, when I was able to just charge more for my work, it feels a lot better. And
Yeah.
it just feels like, I don't know, I'm taking a step in the right direction.
Well, I feel like you started and you're like myself, I did this too. It's like you start in more of this like technician role where you're doing everything, you're the person doing the doing. And now as you move into a retainer structure, it's going to help you build more consistency, build people, build a team, and kind of turn more into a business owner versus just that technician. You know what I mean? I feel like it really
Yeah.
does help with that. I love it, man. And I guess like was there anything that's been particularly helpful up to this point? Because obviously you're still going through the program, you're still implementing
Yeah.
things that we're talking about, but is there anything that's been kind of helpful for you so far?
I think so. First, if I just taking a step back, because the retainer was great, but I think the first thing was just sort of like taking like a bird's eye view of where I was sort of at. That was just more helpful. So it was like the case study first with the client, which then you guys have a thing where it's like after the case study, then talk about like what are some next steps.
Yeah.
And so, I did that. And then after that, I got on calls and I started recording calls, which I never did before. So I think what the thing was most helpful is just like checklist kind of stuff. Like, hey, get the case study, check. Okay,
Right.
now that you got the case study with the guy, like, see what other opportunities there are for more video, check. So for me, it was just like a checklist because like there are things in the program where I've thought of in the past of doing,
Yeah.
but kind of just like here and there. Maybe like for example, the case study, I thought of just getting a written case study. I was gonna put like screenshots and I was gonna type stuff and I was gonna hand like it to
Yeah.
people and they were gonna get
Yeah.
it and never read it. You know what I mean? So like
Right.
that's a good
Right.
example. I'm like,
Weeks. I always say it's not like I'm not like this isn't some huge magic secret formula. It's like we're making the right tweaks and we're helping you with
yeah,
the right little hinges that swing the big doors. Cause it's like those little things like don't send the proposal, do it on the call. Like don't send
yeah,
this, do it this way. Like those literally make the difference in like you either close the 10K retainer or you don't close it, which these tiny little things make all the difference at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And that's really what
Yeah.
we're just trying to kind of nose you in the right direction with. So, but you did the work, dude. I'm just a mere servant to you guys, helping you guys close deals, which I love doing. So
Yeah,
I
man.
love to, I love to see that momentum so far. And I guess like obviously this is kind of a weird question, but like obviously it was a big step to jump into the program to bet on yourself. Like
Yeah.
what I guess like where do you feel like you might have been if you hadn't maybe taken that bet on yourself?
Probably still in the same position. I mean, maybe I would have tried different things, but I feel like it's kind of twofold. It's like one, I wouldn't have had like the kind of fire under my butt to like start to really move forward because this is an investment. So I
Yep,
didn't want to just like throw money away and stuff. Because, and it's still a work in progress. You know what I mean?
yep,
Like, I think you build confidence as you go. So I'm
you
still
do.
in the beginning phases, but definitely, I don't think I'd be able to get that retainer deal without your guys' help in the sense that like that checklist, making sure I'm hitting the right points and stuff. With this client, it was easier because I did have
Yep.
like a track record, but still, I could have still fumbled the ball even so. So where I would have been, it might have, I don't know, maybe I would have never reactivated him. Maybe I would have been like, that's in the past. Let me look for someone else. But like, so I think I'd probably be sort of in the same position and not like with this mindset of growth and retainer and stuff like that.
Well, dude, I'm happy you're with us and you're gaining that momentum this year. Last question, I guess if anybody is
Yeah.
maybe anybody's on the fence like you were, right? They're going through the case studies, they're looking at our stuff, they're on the fence. Like, I guess what advice, knowing what, like, now what's on the other end of the fence, right? But like, what advice would you give to somebody who's maybe, considering booking a call or speaking with our team?
Definitely at least book a call. I mean, there's no, there's nothing, you don't lose anything with booking a call. Speak with these guys and see what they have to say. I mean, I will say this was my first kind of program like this, but you guys have been like so helpful and so like supportive. So there's that too. You guys do give us like the techniques and stuff, but you guys are like always ready to like answer a message or a call or anything like that. So anyone that's on the fence, I think it's like you're gonna have like a partner with you in your business that's gonna help you like check off these boxes and stuff like that. So it's definitely worth taking this step if you feel like you're ready, and even if you're kind of a little maybe not sure like I was, still take the leap because there's going to be a lot of information here that it's just put together in a way that I don't think you'd find it anywhere else. So,
And do the work too, is what I'll
and
say.
do the
Make
work.
sure
I
you're
mean,
doing it.
that's,
Not a magic
yeah,
pill. I say that in every single one of them. It's not a magic
yeah,
pill. Do the work, show up, and commit to yourself at the end of the day is really what it comes down
yeah.
to.
And I'll say one last thing about that is it's an inspiring kind of group as well. Because when you're on the Slack channel and you're seeing people with wins and you're seeing people with questions, and this, I think the community thing is a big plus because
And who
it
you
kind of,
surround yourself with, right? It's like,
yeah.
it sounds cheesy and corny and whatever, but it's like, it really does make an impact at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's motivating. So you're like, oh man, this guy did that, and wow, look at
yep,
what that. And it's like it's positive. So like you want to be, you want to post on the Win channel, you want to
yep.
contribute as well. So that's been a big kind of push as well.
I love it, dude. Well, I don't want to take up more of your time. Let's close some more deals, and I'm excited to see where
Let's
you
do
go
it.
this year.
Yeah, same here, Eric. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.